Alright, welcome back to the channel. So, I wanted to do a preview video on this upcoming top 10 showdown between the number 2 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks versus the number 6 ranked UConn Huskies. Both of these teams are great basketball clubs. They are top 10 in the country for a reason. They both have great depth, but I have to agree with this ESPN matchup predictor. I think South Carolina is going to win this upcoming game. And I got South Carolina win this game by at least, I would say 8 to 10 points. It's going to be close, but South Carolina is just a better team defensively. So that's one of the main reasons why I think South Carolina is going to win this game. South Carolina is a better defensive team. They're just going to make it tough for UConn to score the basketball. And another reason why is UConn, they don't really play tough teams. South Carolina, they're playing, tougher matchups because they play in the Southeastern Conference mostly, of course. And as we know, if you haven't seen my previous video, check that out regarding the Southeastern Conference being arguably the toughest conference to play in women's college basketball. And we know UConn play in the really weak Big East Conference. They are the queens of the Big East. There's no bump over there. There's no comp, as we say back then. Bump is like, saying you're not really playing tough competition, pretty much. All right, and that's UConn. They don't really face no bump. They really don't. South Carolina, look who they played. They beat LSU, top 10. They're also top 10 in the country. Oh, they beat Oklahoma, one of the best teams. They beat Alabama, I made a video on Alabama as well. One of the most underrated teams in women's college basketball. And then they beat Texas on January 12th. Another really, really good team. Madison Booker, Rory, Lilia. That whole team is really good. So just look who they're beating in their last 5 compared to UConn. Who's in DePaul? Who's in DePaul? DePaul, that's actually tough. Villanova, and look how much they're beating these teams by. They beat Villanova 100-57. They beat SJU 71-45. They beat DePaul 84-58. Bro, and look at that. And Tennessee is a team that don't get that much credit anymore. Shout out to their new coach. Their new coach is really, really good. And they're playing. And that game against Tennessee was real, real close. And even the LSU game was close too. They kept cutting the gap, but again, UConn depth, they came in and really helped them win that matchup. A lot of their players on the bench can go to any other school in the country and start, but what I like about South Carolina is they sacrifice their stats, because you can put TE-HINA Papau on any other team, right? And her points per game will be up. Her assists will be up. So was Tessa Johnson. Her points per game will be way higher. If she was on another team, Bree Hall as well. But they come together as a unit. The defense is their team's identity because, again, with defense, even if you're not as good as an offensive team, if you're able to stop the other team from scoring the ball or making it hard for them to score, that presents your team more opportunities to outscore them. Or even though if you're not that good as an offensive team compared to the team you're playing against. And that's what South Carolina does, bro. They really play defense, yo. And they have a lot of players that can just, shoot the ball. You got Tessa Johnson, Bree Hall, with the spacing. Maddie McDaniel, off the bench. They can really just swap their team like any way, yo. But when you look at UConn, a lot of players I thought they were gonna play good. Like they have great depth, but a lot of their players on their bench that I thought was gonna be really good this season, they just haven't really shown me anything special. I thought El Hafi was gonna be much, much better this season. Chen, she's good, but she's just not as good as I thought she was gonna be, man. And AZ Fudd, she's been in and out. We'll see. I'm not sure if she will play this game, but we'll see. we can take a look and see if she will if there's any update on her playing. Yeah, so she's been playing recently. She's been playing most of these games. I don't know if her minutes are gonna get cut. At first, I thought AZ was gonna take a break because she's more than likely gonna get picked top 10 in the 2025 draft. So we will see, and I want her to be as healthy as possible, before going to the WNBA. So we'll see how Gino monitors her for the rest of the season. But if they want to win games, she's gonna have to play, and she's really gonna be the X factor for them. She's gonna have to get a lot more touches this game because they're gonna make it real hard for Paige and Sarah. I feel like that's gonna be their I feel like South Carolina is gonna definitely make a lot of defensive schemes for their two best scorers on the team, and AZ definitely has to step up. And Keiko Arnold, who's really their best bench player, honestly, she's definitely gonna have to. She always comes in and gives them that spark defensively. We'll see how she does in this matchup. But yeah, I just got South Carolina just a better team, man, defensively, and just the way they crashed the boards and them getting second chance points. They're up. I think they're like top 2, top 3 in second chance points. Like, come on, South Carolina got this, man. I got South Carolina winning this game again by 8 to 10 points. But yeah, you guys tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you think UConn is gonna lose this match to South Carolina? You got UConn beating South Carolina, and what are your thoughts on this game overall? All right. Again, tell me your thoughts and opinions, and please check out the post-game reaction because I'm definitely gonna do a follow-up to this matchup, and I always do a follow-up, after the game happens. When I do these preview videos. All right. Again, tell me your thoughts and opinions. Till next video.